Hello everyone. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. These are your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, please take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else. And check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Today we're going to begin with Aries, work our way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box below. With all of that said, now let's begin. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 955, romantic relationships. If you're not here for romance, it's okay. It may, for some of you, be in regards to other connections. So let's see where we go with this reading. Reconfigure your loving connection. You are being asked to change up your way of doing things in romance. Whether you are single or in a relationship, your angels would like you to take today to reflect and reconfigure how you go about connecting with others. Give yourself a hug right now and feel the love you have within abundantly flow throughout your body and your soul. Message from the universe. In your journey, there will be times when you will feel lost, confused, lonely, and even angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. So shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Message from your spirit guides. Ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it is up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out, so do that today. Message from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is with you now, card number 3, literally my favorite card in the entire deck. It is yours today, my darling, or I should say for the week. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation, and I am here helping you. And your Moonology card here for the week, balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. I think you're going through a difficult time here, Aries. I think it is a time of transition. I think there is a need here for you to ask for help, possibly from a romantic partner or someone who you just have a very close connection with. And some of you may not want to do that. You may not want to ask someone for help. So let's see where we go with this message. Clarify this further, please, for Aries. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. At the bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Wands. Wow, King to the Queen of Wands. So we have a divine pair here. So Five of Pentacles, you could be feeling like you're dealing with some financial issues that could be quite pressing for you at this time. It's possible I'm speaking to an Aries or an Aries placement where you recently lost your job, or maybe lost some money in the stock market or some type of investment. If this is not financial related, the Five of Pentacles could just mean that you are feeling emotionally depleted at this time, perhaps left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. But this is definitely a card of someone who is in need of help or in need of support or assistance, whether it is financial or whether it has to do with emotion. King of Wands, you could be a little stubborn at times, wanting to handle these types of situations or environments or connections or just life events on your own. But I think your path forward, Wheel of Fortune, this is Jupiterian energy. This is actually good luck, good fortune. And I think it comes from you asking for help from someone else, someone who you see as your equal, whether they're a romantic partner or not. This is someone who's your equal. This is someone who would want to help you. But I think this is on you to ask them for the assistance. Queen of Wands, the Star, and the Tower. I think you'll be quite surprised on how rapidly you'll be able to turn this situation around with the help and the assistance of this person. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, Aries, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. If you're celebrating your birthday this week as a Taurus sun sign, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. For the rest of the Taurus gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 901, turning a page. Now is your time to begin again. A chapter has closed in your life. Reinventing yourself is not easy, but it is necessary. Your angel's message now is to embrace that reality and combine it with confidence that you are ready to move ahead. Draw another card with the intention of receiving angelic guidance on what is to come. Pull another card here for you. 201, patterns. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Your angels ask that you take a closer look at your patterns of behavior and consider how they play a role in the bigger picture. What are the small things you do in your daily life that create bigger ripples in your world? Write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life. Reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern in other places of your life. Message from the universe. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold will suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Message from your spirit guides, compassion. You are being asked to be kinder to yourself and to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend to yourself, be a loving comforter who always has your own back. Message from Archangel Michael, have no fear, card number 14. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings that have been holding you back. And your Moonology card here for the week, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Taurus, I think your commitment to yourself here is being tested. I do think that you are, there's something here in a pattern, whether that's in a situation, environment, or connection. But there is, it's time to move on from that, like time to move on from this pattern. And I think once you do, not only is this an act of love for self, if you were to move on from this pattern, but your life itself will start to move more quickly. Some of you may be hesitant to move on from this pattern, even if you know it's not good for you, because it's a bit of a comfort zone. And I think Source is saying here, have no fear. Like you can do this, or you can move on from this. You can turn the page here. And I do think your commitment to yourself is being tested. Tell me more about this here, please, for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. And pattern could be anything. It could be something you're consuming, spending too much money. Let's see where we go with this message. So it doesn't always have to be situation, environment, or connection. Patterns sometimes could speak to what we do to feel good, especially when we're looking at comfort zones. So again, overconsumption or overspending. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Lovers. So it's a choice. It's always a choice. Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. Talk about big change. So the moment you make the choice to say, I'm no longer going to engage in this pattern. Again, whatever it is, situation, environment, connection, a relationship pattern, something that you're consuming, or maybe you're overspending when you don't feel good. Hey, we're all guilty of that. If you can identify that pattern, and it'll be unique and different for all of you, the moment you make the choice to say, I'm not going to do this anymore, Tower, it's like the game changes. We go to Eight of Wands, we go to the Knight of Swords. Life starts to move quickly. And I think making this choice is an act of love for yourself. We have the Tower, King of Cups, love for yourself, and the Page of Swords, bottom of the deck, Strength card. Yeah, I think you can start small on this, Taurus, whatever this is, but this is the week for you. One, I would look for ways on how you can be more compassionate to yourself, right? Page of Swords could be a card of inquiry. What can you do here to radically change the game, to start nurturing yourself better, to commit to yourself better, and also to identify this pattern or habit that you are exhibiting that could feel like a comfort zone, but it's I don't know if it's a toxic one, so to say, but I just feel like it's no longer necessary. Like you can break that habit, or you can break that pattern. Will it take some strength and courage for you to do it? Absolutely, but have no fear. This is the week that you can do this, and the universe has your back. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, Taurus, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's take a look now at our angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. I am reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Angel number 321, boundaries. I think this was your message, not your angel message, but maybe it was a bonus reading I did for you about a week or two ago. It's okay to set limits. You need to set a boundary. There are those who take too much, And your angels are reminding you that you don't have to let them take too much. It's important to say no to what harms you. Think of a boundary you can set today and then put it in place. You have the support of your angels. Message from the universe. Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Message from your spirit guides, step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain a broader perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Message from Archangel Michael, pray from the heart, card number 23. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Your Moonology card here for the week. You are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Yes, Gemini, you're very close to achieving your goal. But first, I think you need to step back and realize there's something here that is taking a little bit too much from you, or someone is not respecting you. Someone is crossing your boundaries. And you might not see it that way. You might see it, but this person needs me. I have to help them out financially. You know, maybe you have a friend who's going through a difficult time, and every time they text or call, you want to be there for them. But it is taking time away that you could be investing in yourself, healing yourself, taking care of the pets, people, plants in your life that actually matter, or even just focusing on your financial goals. But there's something here that you want. You're close to achieving it, but I feel like you keep allowing someone or something to drain something here from you. Energy, time, love, money. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the High Priestess, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, we have Wheel of Fortune. Really good energy, really good cards. Lovers is the ultimate choice card. There's something here that has been happening under the surface. Someone is drawing energy here from you. And if this is your message, remember, don't force these messages. But in the High Priestess energy, you already know. And I think you keep showing up for this because you love this, you know, person, place, or thing, or you respect them. I mean, it can be anything or anyone. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Swords, and the Tower. Well, the Tower has been showing up a lot lately. Bottom, maybe it is a lady for some of you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So it's something that you feel a commitment to, right? Hierophant is Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be a Taurus, but it could be family, institution, community. Could be a marriage, someone that you are in a committed partnership, maybe Lovers to the Hierophant. It could even be for those of you where you're self-employed. When I do a career and finance reading, the Hierophant could be the corporation that you work for or even the company that you own yourself. There's something here that is, it's a staple in your life and you feel dedicated. I have to give money to this person because they're a sibling. I have to give X amount of hours every week to the community group because I volunteer there. You know, I have to show up this way. Every time my partner calls, I have to stop what I'm doing and answer the phone. You feel wholly dedicated to whomever, whatever this is, but it's a drag and it's a drain to you. And this week, you don't necessarily have to walk away or stop talking to this person, but you do have to set some hard boundaries. And I feel like it changes the game for you. It sort of moves things in your favor and it gets you a little bit closer to whatever this goal is. So you have someone feeding off of you energetically, for some of you emotionally, and for others of you financially. That is what I have for you for the week ahead, Gemini. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, Gemini, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 724, travel. So interesting because I've not stopped the video, and I think I read comments from some of you within the last week or two that you've been traveling. Some of you are like traveling abroad for the first time. Others of you are making travel plans. So I just think that's interesting for those of you who have been doing that, who've left those messages. Experience brings growth. There is an adventure waiting for you, and it's in your highest good to pursue it. In new contexts and environments, your angels will bestow wisdom upon you. Where do you want to go? Plan a trip or adventure, no matter how small. It could be a day trip. It could be a trip to a neighboring community just to kind of walk around and see something new. So plan a trip, a little adventure, no matter how small. And know that it's never a waste of time to see and experience something new. Even if you can't go on the trip right now, make a vision board of a future experience in full living color so you can be reminded of your goal every day. That's interesting. We started working on our vision board about a month ago, and we're doing like a 2-year out kind of vision board. And that's funny because we did have some travel there. There are parts of the country that the two of us want to be able to see together. I think I think for him it was like the Salt Flats in, is that Utah? I think it's Utah. And I had said that I wanted to go to Galveston in Texas. So yeah, even if you can't go right now or you don't have the money to go right now, there is something here about looking into it, getting excited, planning, and start saving money for it. Message from the universe. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not consistent with you, you're giving them permission to hurt you again, and you deserve better than that. Amen. Message from your spirit guides. Reassess. You are being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone who no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for a little life cleanup. Message from Archangel Michael. You are protected. Card number 39. You are safe within my bubble of light, and you can proceed now with confidence. And your Moonology card here for the week. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Love it when you guys get your own Moonology card. So tell me more about this here. Some of you, if you have had a difficult relationship end here, or you're in the process of it ending, whatever that ending is to you, like the person passed away, or you stopped working for a particular company, or you stopped speaking to a friend, or you broke up with a romantic partner, if that is what has been happening for you, then maybe a little time away would help. Again, don't go into debt doing that, but even if it's just getting out there for an hour and two, and like I said, going for a drive or sightseeing, I would explore even just like your local neighborhood. Is there like a little museum you can go to, or do some window shopping? I don't think that you have to spend a lot of money on whatever this is. But for some of you, and even if you're having a difficult time with a relationship in your life, whether it is professional, platonic, or romantic, sometimes just getting away for a little bit, even if it's that hour or two, will help us to reassess the situation. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Tower. I think almost every sign, and I use a different deck for all of you, I think all of them have had the Tower so far. The Empress and the Seven of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, there's something here that just isn't quite right. You're showing up here in Empress energy, which I love, whether you're masculine or feminine. I think you have a new life waiting for you. I absolutely do. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pack all your bags and move halfway across the world and change your name. I mean, it could for some of you, but I just feel like it's time for a new Cancerian, maybe collective, to be born, is the feeling that I get. You're dealing with relationships where someone or a group of people, it hasn't been fair, it has been inconsistent. This could be professional, platonic, or romantic. I think you're seeing it clearly. Source wants you to know that you are protected. So if this connection has closed out or is in the process of closing out, the purpose for that is to protect you from what this person or these people are doing to you. So I mean, even if you've lost your job recently, and I'm not predicting that you will in the week ahead, but even if you have, there's something like that was a very shady place of employment. So if you had something like that and it's closed out, or you're in the process of it being closed out, please know that it is being done for your highest good. There's also something else about you wanting to create something new. And you could be sabotaging yourself here by not moving forward with it, like some new idea you have. Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Five of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Swords. I'm going to go back to that original message. If you had something close out, or you're in the process of it closing out, it's because Seven of Swords to the Ten of Swords, you staying in it would have sort of now become an act of you betraying yourself. And I think the universe is extracting you from it, or has extracted you from it with that Tower card. And I would see this as a good thing. Ten of Swords doesn't feel good, but there's something here about it putting you, moving you in a better direction. For others of you, there is a need here for you to get a little bit out of your comfort zone, whether that means Three of Cups, get involved in a community group, a community association, a volunteer group, connect with friends, connect with family members. there's something here, and some of you struggle with this. Maybe you've been a little bit of a too much of a homebody, but I think that you need to reassess your situation. It probably would be good for you to have a little bit more excitement in your life. Again, maybe some travel, day trips, or something longer if you can afford it. But there's something here you kind of need to reassess. It's not good for you, or it wasn't good for you. And I think getting out and connecting with other people will show you that there's a lot more to life than dealing with that, and that you deserve a lot more from life than dealing with that as well. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Please, if you can, oh yeah, hype the video on your mobile device. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 483, inner acceptance. Receive self-love. The quickest way to find acceptance in your life is to first gift it to yourself. Your angels notice that you need to work on positive self-talk and self-care. Sit in meditation with your hands on your heart chakra and repeat this mantra a few times until it really sinks in. I receive self-love. Message from the universe. When the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have long been waiting for. Message from your spirit guides. Speak up. What are you not saying that is eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Message from Archangel Michael. Trust in divine purpose. Card number 34. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come, and know that you are on a path of growth. Your Moonology card here for the week. Luck is on your side. New Moon and Sagittarius. Get the feeling some of you are like verbally beating yourselves up over something. Maybe you're blaming yourself because something just did not work out the way you thought it would with a particular situation, environment, or connection. Or something happened to you and you're blaming yourself, like victim blaming. But I think you're doing it to yourself. Let's see where we go with this message. It's like when the romantic, it's just an example I'm being given, like the romantic relationship ends with a toxic partner. And after you go through all of those emotions, part of the process, some of us pause and we go, oh my God, maybe I should have seen it from their perspective. Maybe I should have loved them harder. I should have did this. I should have did that. I should have lost 20 pounds. No, don't do that. I feel some of you are blaming yourselves for something that occurred here with someone else, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, King of Swords. I think there's something here that you need to say. And I don't necessarily think that you need to say it to someone, like to the person who maybe hurt you or did this, because I'm really looking at this card here. When the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. I think some of you have labeled yourselves, or you're like identifying yourselves through the eyes of someone who hurt you. Do you know what I mean? Like when someone victim shames you, or they victim blame you, or like a parent who is maybe narcissistic and spoke down to you. I just feel like you're seeing yourself through someone else's eyes, and that person is not necessarily a good person, or something that someone did to you that negatively impacted you. You're taking it like it was your fault. Like you could have been a better son or a better daughter or a better lover. There's something like that here happening. I think it has affected your self-worth and your self-esteem. I think this is the week, and it's only advice, you need to say it, whether that's you looking in the mirror and saying it, whether that is you having some type of counseling or therapy in a group session, or maybe like an online group forum, or even if it's just you with a paper and pen and you're writing it out, journaling it out. But I think it's a block, and I think some of you don't realize that. But the opinion you have of yourself is not a very loving one. If it's not your message, don't get upset. Just check another placement. I almost get the feeling here that you you have allowed someone else's opinion of you or treatment of you to like, that's how you identify, or that's how you see yourself. King of Swords, Ten of Swords, that's exactly what happened. Six of Swords. It's time to move on from that. Three of Pentacles, to put some real work into that. And I think you can begin doing that this week by starting to write it out. If you don't want to speak to someone about it, I understand that. But I would start writing out what this person did, how it made you feel. And I would also start writing out all of the good qualities that you have. I think it's time for you to love yourself. You need some good self-talk here. So this is the week for you to do it, to put some real pentacle efforts into it. Start speaking kinder to yourself and start writing out whatever it is that this person did to you or how they made you feel. But again, I'm being told, like, in addition to that, you also need to write how wonderful you are and all of the great qualities you have, however great or small. Can you make a great mac and cheese? Write it down. Anything like that that you do. Are you good at gardening? I want you to write down those things because you have some beautiful qualities and you're sort of bypassing them or not acknowledging them because you're allowing something that someone said to you or how they treated you to like become your identity in the way of how you see yourself. And it's time for you to see yourself for the gem that you are, not how this, I heard monster, how this monster saw you or how they treated you. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, good luck with all of that. Be gentle with yourself. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, my friends, 834, energetic responsibility. Be aware of the vibes you send out. Your angels alert you to be aware of the vibrations you are sending out into the world. What are you going through? Oh, what you are going through is creating havoc for those who are absorbing your energy. Lie in a calm state and focus on breathing deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. After a few deep breaths, do a full body stretch. Feel balanced and try to stabilize yourself. I think you're going through a very difficult time with a situation, environment, or a connection. And I think it's important for you to work on your energy this week. Let's get into this message more. Message from the universe. When going through tough times, if it's not your message, check another placement. It's clearly a group of you going through a difficult time, okay? When going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You have overcome all of these challenges. In fact, all of the challenges that have come before, you have defeated them. You have survived them. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. Message from your spirit guides. Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. Message from Archangel Michael. Put your creative energy into action. Card number 25. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. And your Moonology card here for the week. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Oh, love this. I love when you and Cancer usually always get your own Moonology cards. So you're going through a difficult time. There's something here about you taking that energy, the frustration you're feeling, the chaos within yourself, even the sadness, remorse, regret, all of those, and channeling that energy into something else. I remember when he and I were going through separation. This was May of 2023. It was really difficult, and I saw it as the complete and final end to the relationship. I did not know that 2 months later we would, or about a month or so later, we would reconnect, and we've been together ever since. But it was quite the rough patch for us there, and I don't think any of us saw it coming. It just happened one day. It was a huge argument, and there was no coming back. Two very stubborn people who did not want to sit at the table and talk to one another. And during that time was when I decided to put my energy, all of that sadness, all of that frustration. I was like, you know what? I want to start learning how to read for the collective, because up until that point, I was only reading tarot for myself, a couple of friends here and there. And it was like, I really want to start like meditating and working with this gift that I have. And I think something like that could be beneficial to you. Think of something you really enjoy doing. It could be cooking, it could be baking, it could be gardening, it could be playing the guitar. I just think if you pour your pentacle energy into something like that, something that is creative, it will allow you to create a higher vibration for yourself. Because I think if you're sitting and dwelling on whatever this is, you're creating a negative energy within yourself. So you're feeling it, it's compounding what you're feeling, but it's also rippling out into the world and other people can feel it too. Let's get you a couple of cards on this. So I would take that energy, put your creative energy into action this week and say, I am going through a difficult time, but I'm going to take my frustration or anger, sadness out in another way. I'm going to cut the grass. I'm going to plant some flowers. I'm going to clean the house. You know, I just feel like that would be a more positive use of that energy. I'm going to go for a walk. You know, I'm going to organize my closet. 3 cards here for you. One more shuffle. Does it 100% fix the situation, environment, and connection experience you're having? No. But it is a far better or greater use of your energy. And it will help you feel good enough in the sense of you accomplished something. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the World card, and we have the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Swords. Those are some really hard energies, okay? Something here has closed out or is closing out for you. Or you feel like there's no coming back from this. And I remember feeling that in May of 2023. There was no way we were going to come back from this. And whether or not you can or you can't, I don't know your individual story. But there is something that you can do with the sadness, the anger, all these thoughts. I mean, look at the 5 of Cups. There's remorse, regret, there's sadness. The World card, something has ended or is in the process of ending. 5 of Swords, there could be arguing with someone else, a group of people, or this could just be internal to you. The 9 of Swords, this is probably affecting your sleep. I also remember years ago, I think it's 6 years ago now, when I had left the marriage. That's not the person I'm with now. When I had left the marriage, I was exercising in the morning for about 15 minutes, but I was having a lot of difficulty sleeping at night, a lot of 9 of Swords, you know, a lot of things going through my head. I changed my exercise schedule. Instead of doing that 15, 20 minutes in the morning, I did it at night, and it made me like tired enough. I would just take a shower then and go right to sleep. So maybe even a little change of schedule or doing something like that to get all of that energy out of you before going to bed might help you. 5 of Swords, the Star card, and the Devil. Whew, child. Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. There's something else that you should be working on. You have exited, or you are in the process of exiting, whether by force or by choice, a highly toxic, manipulative situation, environment, or connection. And you might not see it right now, because maybe that in this moment you want this to work out. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. When we were going through that, our relationship at that point had become severely toxic. There wasn't, you know, cheating and that type of betrayal happening, but it was becoming very toxic. And it was like one day we were great, and the next day it was just a clash, and it turned so horrible. The things we said to one another, there was like there's no coming back. Like, how am I ever going to look at him after he said those things? How's he ever going to look at me after I said those things? And luckily, being apart allowed us to heal, and we found our way back to one another. Like I said, it only took a couple of weeks. I think it was 4 weeks at the most, 5 weeks. But in the meantime, whether this is coming back together or not, whether this situation, environment, or connection can be healed is yet to be seen. But you need to focus on your healing, because you're just surrounded. If this is your message, you're surrounded with some really hard energies. Now I totally understand why you're in the 5 of Cups, because no one wants to deal with this. But I do think that there's like a healthy, better way. Look at that Empress. There's something here that you could be nurturing. 7 of Swords. I would almost see this as a blessing. And at the time, I didn't see it as a blessing. Now that we're 3 years out of it, we look back and we say we are stronger today because that happened. We learned how to communicate better towards one another. We don't fight the same way. So, like I'm saying, it was really horrible. In the meantime, whether this can come back together or not, I don't know. but I do know that you can nurture something else, okay? Plant some new seeds. This would be a good use of your resources, your time, your love, your money, your talent, as well as your energy. And this is the week for you to do that, or at least to start to do that. That is what I have for you, Virgo, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck with that. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon babies, rising, and Venus. That's what I wanted to say. These are your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. No chat GPT here, okay? Mistakes, messes, and all. Your angel number 501, unchain yourself. Release the negative. There is space inside you being used to hold the bitterness of the past. Your angels implore you to keep the lessons, but to let go of the resentment. You don't need to feel bad in order to protect yourself from these things that happened. Take a moment now to visualize the anger that you are holding on to, and now picture yourself giving it back to the place or person you received it from, or just give it away, give it to God. Feel the freedom of no longer having to hold on to that anger. Message from the universe. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember that you're not in this thing called life alone. I'm working on your challenges, and I have already assigned angels to you. So let go. Another card of letting go. So let go of the stress and trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why we need you to get excited again, because a happy ending you've got coming will rock your world. Message from your spirit guides. Comfort. How can you bring more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible things such as soft clothes and food. I love food. I love food. I love food more than clothes. I'll go naked all day long if I could just be fat and enjoy everything that I want. And intangible things such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. Message from Archangel Michael. Yes, you are correct. Card number 38. You have listened to your inner guidance and you have made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. And your Moonology card here for the week, surrender to the divine. Full moon. We just had a full moon in your sign on May 1st. We'll have another full moon in Sagittarius, your neighbor sign, your neighboring sign. Did I skip over? I did. I skipped over Libra. So if you're a Libra watching and you're wondering what the heck just happened to me, your reading will come after Scorpio. Anyway, Scorpio, we just had a full moon in your sign on May 1st, and we'll have a full moon in Sagittarius, your neighbor sign there on, I believe it's May 31st. So unchain yourself. It's time to release something negative. Something really good wants to come in. Something good wants to come in, but I think you have to release the negativity first. And I know that's tough sometimes for us to do. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I get it. Someone wrongs us, or we feel that something is not fair or not just. We hold on to that bitterness. I think we can hold on to the lesson, but let go of the anger. Something good wants to come in. I think it was one of your readings about a year ago, and I said I look at energy like a closet, and when you have a closet and it's jam-packed with items and all the shelves are filled and there's no room on the bottom for your shoes or whatnot, if you wanted to purchase another item, there would be no space. So you would have to go through those clothes and get rid of the ones that no longer fit you, or they're no longer in style, or maybe they're ragged and you're just holding on to them for nostalgic reasons. And once you clear out that closet or you remove some articles of clothing, then you're able to buy some new items. And I look at energy the same way. If we look at our energetic closet, we're probably holding on to some things we can really let go of. Again, we can remember the lessons. We don't have to be stupid and repeat them again. But if we remove those negative energies, now we have room in our closet and we can replace that with something good. And I think something good wants to come in here for you. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. This is the negativity. Something you're thinking about all the time. We have the Four of Swords. Something someone said or did hit you the wrong way. You can't stop thinking about it. It's like a hamster on a wheel over and over again. I can't believe he would do that. I can't believe she would say that. I can't believe this person is behaving this way. You're right. Whatever they did, you're right. but I don't think you can hold on to it anymore. There's some type of prosperity or abundance or financial success here wants to come in for you, whether you're single or partner. This doesn't have anything to do with a romantic connection. I know a lot of Scorpios want to watch for that, and I recommend maybe seeing one of your other placements. This has to do with you, and tarot nines are very singular. So there's something really good that wants to come in for you. Like I said, stability, financial security, progress, some wish wants to be fulfilled, but you're at a Y point here. And in order for it to come in, you kind of have to let go of this. This has their Knight of Pentacles. Whatever this is long lasting. It wants to come in quick, and it'll be in your life for quite some time. Person, place, thing, opportunity, like I said, maybe even some type of financial resource. But this is what we have to heal. We have to heal our mind this week. Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. This is thinking about this on repeat. For me, Eight of Swords is during the day, Nine of Swords is at night. So for some of you, you could even be experiencing some issues sleeping. You know, you sleep for a couple hours at night, and then during the day, you kind of have to take some cat naps. You kind of have to let go of this. I mean, realistically, you don't have to do anything. But there's a need here for you to quiet the mind, to still the mind. Something really good wants to come in here, and I feel the need to pull a couple more cards for you on this. Source wants you to get excited about this. This is wishes fulfilled. I think this you need to surrender to the divine with that full moon card. There isn't anything you can do about Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Like, whatever occurred here is in the past. Even if it's still affecting you in some way. We can't go back. I know the channel is called Timeline Tarot, but I typically try to help all of us move forward onto a new timeline, a better timeline, not backwards. There's nothing back there. It's done. It's over with. We can't change it. Even if we could change the part or role we played, we can't change the part or role that the other person or other people played. So it doesn't make any sense to spend any more energy or, you know, mental bandwidth, or maybe even like emotional bandwidth on this. Can I get 3 cards on that Nine of Pentacles? What wants to come in here for the Scorpio collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Everything I said is the truth. Let it go and let it come in. Hierophant and the Five of Cups. I'm not concerned when I see the Five of Cups, but I am when at the bottom of the deck it's the Devil. This is something you can't stop thinking about. Situation, environment, connection, experience. It was not emotionally satisfactory for you. Could have been something toxic, toxic situation, environment, or connection. I still keep feeling that you feel like maybe you wasted a lot of time with this, or this is just draining a lot out of you. Something this person said or did, or like I said, it could even be people. But look what wants to come in for you. You know, in the Five of Cups, we're crying over typically 3 cups that are spilt over. It's like the party's over. There's nothing you can do. Once the in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the 3 cups are, you know, on the ground. They're broken. They're shattered. Whatever was in them is now, you know, all over the place. There's nothing you can do. Once the milk is spilled, you can't put it back into the container. But what the Five of Cups does show us is that there are 2 cups standing behind us. There are new opportunities, new soulmates, new events, new experiences. That's what Source is trying to bring into you. So whatever it is, it's steady and it's honest and it's authentic. It could be a new job in a career finance reading. It could be a long-term committed partnership. It could be a position of power in a community group or a religious group or a political organization. This could be you, Nine of Pentacles to the Hierophant, even being able to open up your own business or becoming an entrepreneur. But this is long lasting. This would be a staple in your life, and it would be authentic to you. And Source is trying to bring it in. And I should have said before that to me, the Eight of Swords is the lower octave of the Devil. And there we have the Devil. So I think there's a little energetic cleanup here needed on aisle 9 for the Scorpio collective. Once we can clean that up, clear that out, start thinking more positive thoughts, and maybe comfort food would be good. It's so funny that I mentioned that yesterday. He and I were goofing around, and we were doing funny photos on ChatGPT. And I asked, I might post it on on the channel today so you can all see it. I gave ChatGPT a photo of my face, and I asked it to turn me into a gummy bear. Oh, it was hilarious, because if you're a regular watcher, you know how much I love those little buggers. So yeah, it turned me into a gummy bear. I thought it was hilarious. But anyway, comfort for you. Comfort might help you with this. Whether it is food, whether it is gummy bears, it could be going out in walks, walks in nature, meditation. And I notice on the comfort here, there's also one of those eye masks on, and that might be something there for you. That might be an extra message for some of you who are having difficulty sleeping. But this is the week. This is the week to quiet our mind from the doubts, the fears, the anxieties, whatever happened in the past. We can't change it. Better use of our mental energy is to focus on this. There's some dream, wish, or goal here that you want. It's time that we become Ace of Swords, laser focus on it, because the university wants to bring it in. The university. Maybe for some of you in that higher font, it is university or higher learning. So take the messages how they resonate to you. But the universe wants to bring it in, but we have to do our part first, and that's clearing out the negative energy here that we are holding on to. That is what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that on your mobile device, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm sorry that I skipped right over you before, but here we are now. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Angel number 830, start small. I drew this one for myself last week. Start small. How you begin matters. Your angelic guides affirm that the dreams you are working toward live in microcosm. Seeds embedded in your daily activities. Today, do every little thing as you would if it were larger. Put some added detail into your daily work. Cook an extra fabulous dinner for yourself, or expend a little additional effort during your workout. Reflect on how every choice you make in your daily life can move you toward your long-term goals. Message from the universe. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from wherever it is that you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that everything will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Message from your spirit guides. Detach. You are being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Message from Archangel Michael. Be honest with yourself. Card number 5. 5s are usually about change. All of the feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and then let Source take it from there. And your Moonology card here for the week. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. I almost feel like you need to bring love into a situation here for yourself. I think you need to start small. I think I have a group of Libras where you're a little bit of a people pleaser. I think it's time that you detach from that habit or that toxic pattern. I think you have to be honest with yourself and say, yes, I give more towards others than I give to myself. And maybe some of you harbor a little resentment for that. So I think there's a need here for you to detach ever so slightly from over giving to others. This is a week, for whatever reason, I don't know what situation you're going through, but you need to love on yourself this week, okay? You need to got to bring it a little home here, even if it's in the little things. Like buying yourself a new pillow, or, you know, I don't know where you live in the world, northern or southern hemisphere, a little electric blanket, you know, making yourself a nice bowl of soup. Let's see where we go with this message. Just a little bit of extra effort this week on you, not on others, on you. 3 cards here, please, for Libra for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. I have a group of you where when there are arguments or discord, 5 of Swords, because that's what precedes the 6 of Swords, arguments, discord, tension, strife, grief, conflict, or you feel it coming on, your immediate thing is to try to recalibrate everything. It's almost like I feel like I have a group of you here, like always on guard. Like if you see something starts to go south, you got to step in and kind of take the hit. It's like you take the energetic bullet, if you will. just to keep things calm. Four of Wands, everything, we're trying to keep everything peaceful. Everyone's getting along. There are no disturbances. I think you're doing yourself a disservice if this is your message. I think it's a toxic trait or pattern you have. You might see it as love or loving, or I'm trying to keep the peace, but it is disturbing your peace, energetically speaking. And I think this week you got to pull back a little bit. I mean, you don't got to do anything. You don't have to do anything. But your message here is this week, you need to focus a little bit more on yourself and less about quelling the noise around you. If people want to behave in that devil energy, then let them. Just, you need to focus on you this week. Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. This is your chapter. This is your time. So there's something here about you working on doing some soul searching and asking yourself, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep overgiving when I have nothing left in my cup to give? Why do I keep overgiving? I feel like this changes the game for you. So if you can recognize this pattern within yourself, again, some of you might classify this as, but that's how I love. That's how I bring love into the situation. But you're taking from your cup and putting it in someone else's, and no one is putting a damn thing in your cup. So you're constantly having to like regenerate yourself so you can give to others, and it's depleting you. And I'm not telling you to tell your friends or family members or your community or your romantic love partner to go F off. That's not what I'm saying, but I think you need to detach from this toxic pattern or behavior. And a small way that you can do that this week is by directing some attention to yourself, doing at least one nice thing here for yourself this week. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, yeah, just spending a little bit, a little time, a little money, just a little love. And again, you could still give to others, right? In the Six of Pentacles, the Merchant is giving to several people. Just make sure that this week you're one of those people, okay? I think you're going through something here that's emotionally challenging in the Moon card, and it's especially important this week that you are extra nice to yourself. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that on your mobile device. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number 291, set priorities. Say no to distractions moving forward. Immediate action is required. Your angels call you to prioritize what it is that you want. There are many distractions around you recently, and the challenge is to keep your mindset on your true desire. Eliminate the distractions today by postponing or declining anything that isn't essential. Message from the universe. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. That kind of is the definition of insanity, right? So change comes from thinking thoughts you never thought before and showing up to meet them down the streets you never walked before. Message from your spirit guides. Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. Message from Archangel Michael. Regain your focus. Card number 27. Set your priorities, regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And your Moonology card here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So end of a tough cycle approaches. I think something has been a drain here to you, emotionally, energetically, maybe even financially for some of you. There's something small here that you achieved. This could be anything. You just reorganized the pantry, you know, or it could be something great. Maybe you just received some kind of promotion at work. Whatever it was for you, or maybe you got a little bit out of your comfort zone and you did something that was a little daring. Whatever it has been for you, I think you need to celebrate it. I think you sort of overlooked it, or you didn't think it was a big thing, or you just didn't have the time to celebrate this achievement. And that's because something else here has been draining on you. It's time for you to regain your focus, Sagittarius, and do something nice for yourself here this week. Let's get you 3 cards here. 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. 3 cards for Sagittarius this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So I do think that there was something here that you have accomplished quite recently. And it could be in regards to pentacle resources or something that you did, the way you invested your time actually was beneficial to you. But Four of Pentacles, you're stuck on something. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Wands. This is an emotional, possibly energetic, and like I said, for some of you, this is a financial drain on you. I don't know what occurred here, but you seem to be stuck on this Ten of Wands. Maybe you're thinking about it a lot, or this person is, you know, taking up a lot of your time, maybe asking too much of you. Someone could actually even be financially draining you looking at the cards. So I think you need to set some healthy boundaries here. And I think your opposite sign of Gemini had something with boundaries as well. It's been about an hour since I started the reading. So there's something here. You need to set some priorities, regain your focus. There's something here, some type of goal, wish, or dream that you want. You're not fully focused on that either, by the way, because you keep going back to this thing, even if it's only like, you know, mentally thinking about it. I feel like whatever has occurred here with the situation, environment, or connection, you can't change it. Like it's over, it's done with. And thinking about it over and over again won't change it either. There's a better use of your energy here. One, I think you need to regain your focus on whatever your long-term goal, vision, plan, dream is. And two, I think you did something that was brave or daring or some type of accomplishment or achievement here. Again, even if to you it's just, yep, I just folded the towels and put them away. Well, if they've been sitting around for 3 weeks, guess what? You folded the towels and put them away. Whatever it was for you, please celebrate it in some way. Give yourself the pat on the back and then refocus your energy and your attention towards something else. Whatever is cycling out, let it cycle out. You can't change it, but what you can change is how you choose to invest your energy moving forward. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 477. Visualize harmony. Release worry and welcome peace. Be comforted. The fears you have are not supposed to be yours alone to hold. Visualize your angels taking them from you, leaving you with only a harmonious peace. Sit in meditation and picture a bright light washing over you, evaporating all of your fears and worries, doubts, and concerns. Then take a few deep breaths and picture what harmony looks like to you. Message from the universe. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. Message from your spirit guides. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain or resentment you have been holding on to. It is hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you continue to hold on to this negativity. Release it and be free. I think the Scorpio reading had something also about letting go of negativity or some type of resentment they've been holding on to. Open your heart. This is your message from Archangel Michael. Card number 22, open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself or others and let love heal this situation, or let love heal you, okay? Your Moonology card here for the week. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This might be a little bit longer of a read for you. There could be some conversation here or answer or aha epiphany moment you get in Gemini season. It's only about 3 weeks away at this point, okay? 2.5 weeks away. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. It's time to let go of the worry, the pain, the resentment. I know you've been going through a lot. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. It's time to move on from the 5 of Swords because that's what precedes the 6 of Swords, right? Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. So there is something here in regards to partnership, connection, community. This could be with a friend, a family member, a lover. It's like at one time maybe you had victory with whomever, whatever this is, a situation, environment, or connection. I think some kind of 5 of Swords here happened. Whether you still want to harmonize with whomever this is, you need to harmonize with yourself first. I think you got to move on from it. 6 plus the 4 wands is 10 wands. This is becoming emotionally, psychologically burdensome for you to hold on to. So you're at a wide point this week. I don't know what's going to happen with this for you individually, because I'm not quite sure what it is. And this is a pretty short read, in addition to it being a collective reading. But I think what you have to let go is the 10 of Wands. That's the choice point for you to make this week. 2 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant. This Hierophant keeps coming up for you. I don't know if that's a marriage, a spiritual a connection that you have here in your life. I probably should grab some more cards on that for you. But look, in a career and finance reading, the Hierophant could be a corporation or entity that you work with or you work for. It certainly can be in terms of a group context, family, friend circle, social circle. You know, this is tight-knit. This could even be like community group, political group, religious organization, some type of institution. The Hierophant is institutional. Can I get more cards on this, please? One more shuffle. Thank you. I think Queen of Cups, you need to open up your heart to yourself this week. Got to do something nice for yourself. I'm not telling you to go into debt or charge up the credit card. But there's something here you need to do to, like, I think in your reading, these messages come and go. I don't pre-plan them. The messages come in and they leave. I think it was yours where I said that the situation was emotionally dysregulating for you. So I think this week you need to focus on, again, you don't need to do anything, but if you were to make the decision to do that, I think you would rebalance yourself, like you would ground yourself. 9 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. Okay, so twofold message here, okay? The next air sign placement we have is Gemini season. So I do think that there's some kind of conversation here. 8 of Wands, some type of movement here coming between you and possibly, I'm gathering it's the individual that caused all of this. So for most of you, you're either, or I should say, for some of you, you might get this aha epiphany moment that I got to let this go. I don't want to work on this. Or you get the aha epiphany moment of, I do want to work on this. I do want to move forward. So the answers you need are coming. And for some of you, it's coming from inside the house, okay? It's going to be internal to you. And for others of you, it'll be as a result of a conversation that you have with the individual that's involved in this. Again, maybe the leader of the church group or your partner, something like that. Could be your boss. Again, I don't know who the Hierophant is to you. But the answer you need is coming. You'll know what to do with this situation, environment, or connection as we get a little bit closer or just into Gemini season. So again, 3 weeks away. But I think in the interim, you need to focus on like emotionally regulating yourself, doing something nice for yourself. And whatever you do, please do not focus this week on what other people are thinking about or talking about or telling you what to do about this situation, environment, or connection. They are not you. They have the footnotes. They have the cliff notes. They did not live this. They should not be judging you or your partner or your job. It is not their business. And I think some of you shared it, or maybe whoever's involved here shared it. And so people may be gossiping. That's them at their lowest vibration, those people. I'm not saying they're all low vibration, but at our lowest vibration, we talk about people, okay? And if that's what's happening, just let it move right through you. Don't pay attention. Don't feel the need to correct the matter. It's no one's business. This is your life. This is your commitment here, okay, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. You need to make a decision about what you're going to do about it. Obviously, the other entity or person here would need to be involved in that decision, but that's not going to come until Gemini season. You're a couple of weeks away. Between now and then, I think you need to focus on loving yourself and quieting the mind. I keep getting this feeling of like you are emotionally dysregulated because what has occurred here. So open your heart to yourself, okay? Let love heal you. And then you can determine whether or not love can heal the situation. But I think right now, it needs to be internal to you. I'm going to be told that I'm playing favorites by drawing you a couple extra cards. But I don't care what people say about me anyway. So I'm just, I'm just going to ignore those comments in the comment section, or I will delete them so you don't even have to see them. I got your back, Cappy. I got your back on this one. Anything else about this communication that's coming in? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules communication. Again, yes, does it rule Virgo? It does. Virgo is about healing, but it also rules Gemini. So there is something here for now, because for me, queens exist in the present because they process the past and kings take action. Nines in general are very singular energy. I'm not telling you to go back to this person or reconnect or not to. That's not my place to tell you what to do. However, you do need to take ownership of this. This Five of Wands, this is a conflict you're having. You don't know, do I stay? Do I go? Do I fix this? What do I do? Do I listen to these people? Do I listen to what this person is telling me? Don't do anything but listen to yourself this week. Like, I really think you need to quiet the mind on this one. Like, you have to do this for love of self. Again, nines, love of self. Open your heart to yourself. Let go of what everyone else is telling you what to do. The conversation, the epiphany moment, the clarity you need to make this decision is coming. Okay, Cappy? This week you need to focus on loving yourself, releasing the worry. Welcome peace into your heart this week. I know, easier said than done. If anyone can do it, you can do it. Magician, Two of Cups. I'm glad I looked. Six of Cups, full card. Okay. The decision you need to make, or you will be making, about this partnership, this is someone you truly value. Okay. And if you don't want this person back, don't drop hate in the comments. Don't take this message away from the people who need to hear it. Whether you want to reconcile or not, this Fool card is here. You can have a new beginning with or without this person. Again, aha, epiphany moment, conversation that you need is coming up over the course of the next couple of weeks. This week, it's all about you. Focus on your health and happiness. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't leave. Okay, I was told to look, so I had to look. I have no Capricorn in my chart, neither does my person, so don't come at me in the comments, cross watcher. If you want, okay, very clear. You do have reunion here with this person. You have the potential here to reconcile with them. However, Seven of Swords is here. Intuition, Lovers, and Ten of Swords. If this is a triangulation of any kind, they got family members involved, like this, let's say it's work-related in that Hierophant. Could you reconcile with the employer, with your coworker who has been triangulating you with the boss and spreading rumors and gossip because they want your position or something like that? Can you reconcile with this person? Yes. Is this person going to magically become the coworker you need them to be? No. I want you to be mindful of whoever this is. If this is a romantic partner and they have triangulated you, they may continue to do that. They may, I got a lot of threes here. Okay, Six of Cups reduces to a 3. I've got the Three of Wands. I have the Three of Cups. I have the Seven of Swords. I have the Ten of Swords. For some of you, this is triangulation. Lovers could indicate someone here has a choice. Just be mindful of that, okay? Just be mindful of that, Capricorn. You've been through a lot. I don't want to see you go through worse. There's someone else here in the shadow kind of being hidden. Sometimes the High Priestess energy could talk about concealment or keeping things to ourselves or keeping secrets. And even though you may want reunion, someone here may still have someone else on the side. Even if they break away from them for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, when things die down, they may very well return to engaging with whatever this is, bad-mouthing you to the boss, the coworker, or another lover. I'm not trying to put any seeds in your head, and that's why I think you need to be clear-minded. You need to make this decision. This is a big thing that a group of you are going through. Again, it's not every Capricorn placement, but something shady here is going on, and some of you want this, but just make sure that that Three of Cups means that there's a connection or a celebration between you and whoever this is, and not you and whoever this is and whoever that is, because they seem to still be in the picture even now. Okay, that is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. This week, let go of worry and just love on yourself. Clear that beautiful mind of yours so you can make the best decision for yourself. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Your angel number, 345, baby steps. I pulled this one for myself out this morning. I got 1, 2, 3, and at the bottom of the deck was the 345 card. So anyway, baby steps, little by little, it will get done. The overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective. And instead of focusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next step. Organize your thoughts on paper now and write down what your baby steps will be in the forthcoming days. So maybe there's some plan, wish, goal here that you have, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. You could feel very overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next. You have a lot of these ideas flowing into you. It might be necessary for you to jot them down. It could be on paper, it could be on a mobile device, but maybe that's right now what you need to do. You have all of these thoughts and ideas coming in. You kind of have to put them on paper, or again, like I said, a mobile device, so you can review them afterwards. And I feel like this way you won't feel so bombarded by them. Message from the universe: every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. And when life is not so good, remember that those moments won't last forever and that better days are on the way. Message from your spirit guides: give. One of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way that you can give to another today. Message from Archangel Michael: deeper insights are at hand. Card number 8. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. There's something you want to do. There's something you want to do, some action you want to take. I think you have a lot of ideas. I think you're a little bit confused. You don't know what to do about this. Your Moonology card here for the week: confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Okay, tell me more about this here, please, for Aquarius. So you have a lot of ideas, right? You're not quite sure what to do here. You could feel overwhelmed. I think the feeling of feeling overwhelmed, I think it's temporary. I think this will pass. I think you need to give yourself a break, and I think you need to write down or jot down all of these ideas that you have. I think they're coming in quickly, and when we get overwhelmed, sometimes we start losing our confidence because we get so frazzled. So you got a lot of messages here, but I feel like they're centered around some type of wish, dream, or goal that you have, and feeling overwhelmed, not knowing how to do that or how to accomplish that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 4 swords, you have the 9 of swords, and you have the sun. That's your dream, wish, or goal there, my love. Hangman. Yeah, the only way that you're going to be able to figure out your next steps, right, these baby steps, what do I have to do next, is for you to actually lean a little into Virgo energy. We don't have any Virgo on the table just yet, but Virgo is about creating a system, plan, strategy. And I think that's what you need to do. And then you can think about it. 4 swords, you can like sleep on it. Right now, you're all worried. Like we got to get you from the 9 of swords to the 4 of swords, because the 9 of swords isn't going to help you get to that wish, dream, or goal. Right now, you're overwhelmed. This is like he and I, my person and I have been talking about relocating. And when we're just talking about it and like, oh, wouldn't it be great to live here and go here? And then we look up a couple of things online and we're like, oh my God, if we lived in that neighborhood, there's a cute little cafe there. That's all cute and stuff. But when you get down to the details of what the two of us need to do in order to actually make this big move, yeah, it's completely overwhelming. So I started taking baby steps for myself about writing things down. If I were to sell my home, what do I need to do to improve the home so I can maximize the dollar amount that I'm going to get out of the home? So again, just start writing things down. And I started just going room by room and being honest with myself. Like, this room needs to be painted. This room needs, the crown moldings put in. I bought the crown moldings 4 years ago. We never cut them up and put them up. They're just sitting in a closet right against the corner there. So whatever this is for you, even if it's a dietary plan or an exercise regimen, it can be very overwhelming. So I think if you create the system, the plan, the strategy, then it becomes a little bit easier because you know what your goal is. Your goal here is 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. But instead of being up in your mind worried about it, I think if you start jotting it down, it'll restore your confidence. It'll make it look less like this big, this big monster that I've got to tackle. And when you simplify things, it makes it simpler to start achieving all of that. You have the Hangman. Six of Wands, and the Two of Swords, bottom of the deck, Strength card. You can do this. I don't know what this is for you. Some of you have someone here helping you with this, and this Two of Cups energy. So the dream, wish, or goal, you can be victorious with this. And you might not see right now, because now you're feeling overwhelmed. You're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, you can. You can't see it now. Victory is yours. But just because I say victory is yours doesn't mean it's just going to drop out of the sky for you. Right now, for this week, you need to quiet the mind. You know what your ultimate goal is. Just start jotting down all of the ideas you have. Once you sleep on them, you rest on them, over the course of the next 4 weeks, you're going to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what's a good idea. Sometimes things sound like a good idea in the moment, but then after we sleep on them for a while, or we meditate on them and we go back to that list, that's why I keep saying, like, you got to create that list. Then you go, you know what, that's not feasible, or that would cost too much. You know, we were talking about the furniture. When I got my divorce and I moved into this house, this is not my marital home. So when I got the divorce six years ago, and I moved into this home, I bought furniture. Not the best quality of furniture, but I didn't have a lot of money at the time. When we talk about relocating, he was like, well, are you going to take like the living room set? I got like a parlor set. I was like, no. First of all, they were inexpensive. Second of all, for the amount of money it's going to cost for me to, cost me to put them on a pod or hire a moving company to put them on the truck and drive them down, because I can't drive down. I got a 13-year-old cat. I can't keep him in a car, and wherever we're going to move, we're looking at moving down south. So I think a plane would be better for us to get on, maybe a train. So there's something like that. So at first I was like, yes, we're going to take the furniture because that'll save us money. At first, sounded like a good idea. I put it on the list. But then when I started looking into it, I slept on it, I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Actually would be less expensive for us to just buy new furniture. And besides, we don't know what home we're buying. I don't know if the new living room, if this furniture will fit in there, or maybe it'll be too small and then the space will look too empty. So again, sometimes we come up with an idea and we think it sounds great. That's why I think you need to write it down, get it out of your head, get out the worry, create the list, and over the course of the next 4 weeks, as you think about it and meditate on it, you can go back and cross things off the list that just aren't feasible or necessary. You might get some newer ideas, right? Some deeper insights are at hand. And this will help rebuild your confidence, if you will, because the sun it's the best card in a tarot deck, okay? Literally is 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, all rolled into one. But for us to actually achieve it, it takes a lot. And yes, it could feel overwhelming. And when we start feeling so lost in that overwhelm, it starts taking a hit to our confidence, to our ego, because we feel like, oh, this is monumental. I'm never going to be able to tackle this. But you can. These feelings of overwhelm are temporary. Time to take baby steps. Give yourself a break. Just jot things down. No big decisions need to be made this week, okay? I feel like this is more of a long-term goal for many of you. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, or you, yes, if you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of May 3rd, 2026. Angel number 555, major change. Get your mindset right for what's to come. Your angels are alerting you to new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals, it's actually your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. Take a shower or bath, using water to purify your mind and body and to promote your mental alignment, because there are great things on their way to you. Big changes here happening for the Piscean collective. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant. This is your message, by the way, from the universe. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, your strength, and your perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Hold on. I know it seems rocky. 555, lots of change, right? It's meant to get you to where you're supposed to be. Message from your spirit guides. Receive. Told you. You're being asked to be open to receiving these universal gifts that want to come to you. These can come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom, or all of the above. You claim what you need, my love. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to receiving them. So yes, change is scary. It's meant to take you where you're supposed to go. This is happening because the universe wants to give you something. So allow it. Allow it to come in to receive it. Message from Archangel Michael. Stay the course. Card number 29. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from this experience and keep going. Moonology card here for the week. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Yeah, there was an adjustment here in your life that was required. Some type of change. You weren't making it for whatever reason, or you delayed making it. When we delay making changes, because I look at the Tower card in Tarot as we can trigger a Tower moment at any time. We can make a bad decision or a good decision that maybe other people don't, it doesn't sit well with them. My person could come home today and I could curse him out the moment he walks through the door. I wouldn't, but that would be a Tower moment. So sometimes there are Tower moments that we can create ourselves, okay, by our own behaviors, our own actions. Sometimes we know the right thing to do, but we know that if we do that right thing, it triggers a Tower moment, and it would not be good. Like if you don't like your job and you were to go in and actually tell them what you thought of them, it probably would not end well, right? If you really spoke your mind, you probably would get fired if you told your boss to go F themselves. So those are ways that we can create negative Tower moments for ourselves. But we can create positive Tower moments. And positive Tower moments are when we look at the job and we say, this place sucks. They don't pay me well. They don't treat me fairly. I'm going to take the initiative to find another job. When we make that decision, but then we fail to act on it, and time goes on, weeks, months, years go on, at some point the universe is like, you know what? There's an adjustment here that's required. Pisces is working for a company who does not treat them fairly. Pisces knows that they need to find another company and they're not doing it. We're going to come in and adjust this. Pisces goes in one day and they get fired. I'm not saying that's what's happening this week to you. I'm being given an example to give you. So sometimes we create negative towers. Sometimes we can create positive ones. Sometimes we know the right tower to trigger and we don't for whatever reason. We get stuck in procrastination station. We feel bad for the person, place, or thing that we're moving on from. Other things happen and we just delay it. So I feel like this adjustment that was required, I think it was a Tower moment that happened to you. I don't think you were ready for it, but I do think you needed it. I think it's meant to put you on your path. You're now on the right course. Stay the course. I know it's not easy. Change never is, but something great is trying to come in as a result of this. Whatever this is, it could not have come in had you stayed wherever you were. Situation, environment, connection, living situation. Okay, one more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. You had to move on from this. This is too much earth energy for you. You are, you're a beautiful sign, Pisces. You are typically balanced. Actually, one of the Moonology cards I have, it says balance, balance spirituality and practicality. And it's either the full moon or the new moon in Pisces. That's typically what you are. You're a pretty balanced sign. Whatever this was, it was too rigid. It was too stuck. It kept you small. Again, situation, environment, connection. I don't know what the Hierophant was there for you, but it was time for you to move forward. Okay, Three of Wands, this is astrologically the sun in Aries. It was time for you to move on. Like, this is the right time for this to happen. It might not feel convenient, again, but I think this was a necessary Tower. Three of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and Nine of Swords. And I think you're panicked. I think you're panicked because even though you knew something here needed to change, you weren't ready for the change. I think the universe wants to bring something really great. Something's being cleared out. It has to be cleared out in order for something good to come in. Can I get 3 cards on the good that wants to come in here? I think you're worried about it. Like, oh my God, I just lost my job. Oh my God, my relationship just ended. Whatever this is here for you. Oh my God, my apartment lease just, they're not renewing it. This has got to be big for it to be affecting the collective the way it has been for the past couple of weeks. Again, if it's not your message, don't drop hate and take the inspiring message that this portion of the collective needs to hear. Just move along and watch another placement. I do 48 readings a week for the collective. I'm a Gemini sun, a Scorpio moon, and Aquarius rising. Maybe a third of the readings I do for the collective resonates with me. I don't get angry. Some weeks it's my message, some weeks it's not. Someone needs to hear this. Something big is happening. You knew that it had to change You didn't make the change. The universe came in with an adjustment. It's a hard adjustment. You're going through a very difficult time. Bumpy road is, you know, putting it politely. And I think you're worried about what comes next. And I don't think you should be. Lovers, Gemini season, you got something good that wants to come in here for you, okay? That we are 3 weeks away. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Swords, King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. If you would have stayed where you were, this would have never been able to come in. You were almost sabotaging yourself by staying in whatever it was. When you get to where you're going to realize that Ace of Swords. You're going to be like, oh my God, World card. That had to come to an end. I now have the romantic partner I always wanted. I'm living in this, you know, in this housing development or apartment, or you're able to buy your own house. This is a better company, a better job wants to come in here for you. It's not until you get there that you get to look back and you're like, oh my God, this is so much better. Not to make your reading about me, but when I had ended my 24-year marriage, I started second guessing myself within a couple of months. Now I look back, Ace of Swords, I'm in a wonderful relationship for the past 5 years or so. And I can look back and say, was every moment of my 24-year marriage terrible? No. Should it have ended probably 10 years before? Did I end it 10 years before I did? Nope. Was an adjustment required? Yep. Did the universe bring in a tower? It sure as shit did. And I started panicking. But now I have clarity and I realize had I stayed in that marriage, it would have kept me stuck. It would have kept me small. I probably would have never done this for the collective, these messages. My husband would have never supported me doing this. He wasn't into esotericism. He's a very strict Catholic. I have nothing against Catholics, but it went against his religion. He would have never supported this. He would have seen this as a stupid hobby. The partner I have now is spiritually aligned to me. He's the one who encouraged me, like, you got to do this. You do this for other people. You do it for yourself. You got to do it for the collective. He bought me the camera. He got me the lights. My ex-husband would have never done those things for me. I would have stayed very small as a soul, as a human, had I stayed in that marriage. So whatever here is ending for you, just know that there's going to be a point in time in the near future, and I'm not talking 10 years from now, near future, you're going to look back and say, had I stayed in that, I wouldn't be the man or woman I am today. Ace of Wands. And that, my friend, is the truth. There's something creative, fun, passionate, exciting, a reason to get up every single day in the morning that is coming to you, most likely in Gemini season. And that's why this other thing had to be cleared out. So get ready to receive this. Can I have 3 cards on that Ace of Wands, please? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands. 8 of Cups means you're walking towards the 9, 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. As soon as this ends, I know, you're like, as soon as this ends, okay, the divorce, the relationship, whatever this is here for you, it's literally on the heels of another. So there's not a big gap in time between the ending. This is a hard ending, okay? I don't know what took place here. 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, emotionally depleted, feeling defeated, maybe a financial loss here for some of you. This is a hard ending. This is betrayal. Even if you knew that it should have came to an end, the way it came to an end was wrong for most of you, okay? Right on, literally on the heels of that is the Sun card, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This would not have come in had you stayed there. Or if it would have come in, this person may have bled you dry. I know of friends who stayed in a marriage way longer than she should have, and she got out of it, and years later she opened up her own company. She became very successful, and we took her out to dinner to celebrate one night, and I pulled her aside and I said, you know, if you were still with Rich, he probably would have bled you dry by now. And she was like, yeah, I know. Because he looked at her always like she had to take care of him. He had like mommy issues or something. And I said, just the way like you had to nurture him through every disaster in his life, now that you have all this money coming in, he would have absolutely been like, oh, you got to buy me this car. You got to get me a cyber truck. You know what I mean? He would have taken full advantage of her. Sometimes the good things can't come in because we're surrounded by people who would have taken advantage of us. So someone out there needed to hear that too. Either this person would have kept you small, or if you would have been able to grow and expand, it wouldn't have lasted, because they would have kept drawing from you financially, emotionally. So you have something good that's coming in literally right on the heels of this one. So please don't give up hope this week. The major changes are happening. Ask the universe to bring in whatever it is that you need. We have a new moon in Taurus on May 16th or May 17th, depending on where you live in the world. Call this in, please, because about a week after that, we're going to enter Gemini season. So call this in. Let this person, place, thing, experience come to you. It's time that the Pisces collective move on from whatever this is and move into their next chapter, which appears to be your best one yet. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, Pisces, good luck with this. And as always, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.